Scientific thinking based on discovering how the world works can start in fun and simple ways long before children are introduced to the theory of science at school. And we speak to our creative parenting expert, Nikki Bush, about things you can do in your own home with rather simple ingredients to start triggering your child's curiosity. Nikki, welcome. I think we're going to have a little bit of fun today, put our mad scientists' jackets on. But first off, I suppose the big question is why? Why are children always asking why? Is this a precursor to them developing that scientific brain?
Absolutely. So how did I get inside your tummy? How do the waves move?
Yeah.
You know, what makes this happen? Children have naturally inquiring minds, and we need to make sure we keep that curiosity alive.
Full that sponge.
And there's so much that we can actually do at home with normal little household implements, household objects, substances in our kitchen, bicarbonate of soda, vinegar, water, you know, just normal stuff. Even baking, if you think about it, is a science experiment. You know, how does that bicarb and cream of tartar and baking soda work?
Things change form. Yeah. Why is it so important, as always, to get hands-on when doing this?
Because otherwise it's just information. That's what Einstein said. So all learning needs to be experiential, otherwise it's just information to children. And when you do these kind of little experiments we're going to do now, there's a wow factor. And it puts learning on steroids, so to speak, because I think we get so used to thinking about learning being in the four walls of a classroom and between the covers of books or on a tablet, but actually learning can be 3D.
I love it. So let's start with a little bit of learning here. I'm going to start with these beautiful flowers. What is going on here?
So we've got food colouring in water over here. And this flower has only just been put into the food colouring. And this rose has been in this food colouring for about 2 hours. So look how
just
the colour,
2 hours.
The colour has moved to the edges of the petals. Just 2 hours. Now, if we leave this overnight, you will see a whole colour change going on. And for people who've got like white iceberg roses in their gardens right now, which are a dime a dozen and free, go and pick a whole lot of them and do this experiment, and it happens in a couple of hours. You will see that the edges of the roses have gone tinged with red or green, and kids just love that. It's like fascination. How did that work? So that's a mixture
not just kids.
Of biology and science. You know, the vascular system of a plant and how a plant drinks.
So many learning opportunities there. Then the humble egg. I'm guessing this is quite exciting.
No, this is very exciting. You know how we always tell our children to clean your teeth before you go to bed?
Yeah.
Well, this is then proof as to why you must clean your teeth and get rid of all the acid in your mouth from the sweets that you ate, because here we have some eggs that have been sitting in vinegar for about the last 24 hours or so. And what the vinegar does, the acid eats away at the shell of the egg. So there's a normal egg. Feel that, okay? Now, this is one of the eggs that has come out of here that is now shellless.
Oh, my word.
So it proves to children that we're not speaking lies when we say you must brush your teeth.
Oh, that is brilliant.
So isn't that cool?
Oh, man.
So it's all rubbery. Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it?
That is completely crazy.
You can have it back now. I don't want it to explode.
I was about to ask you. It doesn't feel like a solid egg in there. Check that. Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, you're taking a chance.
Oh, man.
But I mean, you can even think
cool.
about how you can cook things using vinegar.
Yeah.
You know, that you can actually put meat and fish and things into vinegar, and it's kind of cooking.
Even lemon juice, anything that's got that acidic nature. This is such a great way of engaging the brain, and exciting as well. I think this is going to get your child excited about learning again. Well, we've got some really cool experiments coming our way. I had a little sneak peek at what we're going to do in the next segment. Thank you so much. We're going to continue this discussion a little bit later in the show. Get you inspired, to get your child inspired to start thinking about science in a very practical and real and hands-on way.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I want you to don your mad scientist's coat, because earlier we spoke about the benefits of creating a curious mind in our children through science, and we're going to continue that discussion right now. We are chatting, of course, to our creative parenting expert, Nikki Bush, who's getting very creative today. First off, straight off the bat, we've got to create an excitement around science. Why is that so important to start that early?
Well, today we have what we call STEM or STEAM or STREAM in schools. So science, technology, engineering, art, maths, and now we've added in the R, which is reading and writing. So now it's STREAM, because they've actually found there's a big connection between reading, writing, and our creativity and our thinking skills. So all of that now comes together. And so we need to have fun and teach children that learning is fun.
And it really can be. We've had some great experiments. We've got our beautiful blue-tinged rose over here that we've done with just food colouring. We've managed to dissolve the shells off our eggs just in vinegar. That is mind-blowing. Now we're going to have a lot more fun. And you tell me this really is kind of mind-blowing.
So this is the symphony in milk.
Symphony in milk.
Right. So if you can just pour the milk,
Cool.
all the milk, 500 mils of milk, into a tray or a dish, a plastic tray,
cream,
all of it must be full cream for this experiment to work. Then I am going to put some dashes of food colouring in our dish. So it's sort of 3 or 4 different colours of food colouring works really well.
Nice.
And we are
that looks
going
pretty
to
funky
already, but just you wait, just you wait. Now this is actually, we're going to create moving art. Okay, now what I want you to do is put a drop or 2 of dishwashing liquid in the middle of each of those splodges of colour.
So just into...
And keep going, keep going, because it gets better. It gets better. Try and get some in the blue. And can you see we are creating this symphony of colour that morphs and changes and is completely, totally and utterly fascinating. So the science behind this, Graham, is that the soap molecules are chasing the fat molecules in the milk. Because that's how dishwashing liquid works. It breaks down the fat. So this is showing you that the science behind dishwashing liquid. And this will continue to move like this for the next 10 or 15 minutes. And you could take more dishwashing liquid in another 5 minutes and add, and it'll create another picture. So this is where you get your cell phones out and you start taking pictures.
Man, this is very Instagram friendly.
Different stages of development.
Well, you know, speaking of that, I'm guessing social media is a great place to get inspired to do this. YouTube, I would imagine, is a wealth of information. Who do you follow or connect with to get these sorts of crazy experiments? What's a good starting point?
Sexy is the new smart.
Okay.
Mr. Nifty. And just honestly, go to YouTube and just look up science experiments at home, and you will find just dozens. And some of these channels have 7 million followers. Yeah. Because they're so exciting.
But I suppose as a parent, once you discover a resource like that and how much you can do within your own home, and just on an emotional level, this is a voyage of discovery that you're sharing together, and that's got to be really important.
It is, but I mean, you can take this even to a broader issue like your swimming pool. Yeah. That's all about acid and alkaline. Don't be filling it, but testing your swimming pool water is a science experiment, and you can do that with your kids.
Maybe my mom was just really crafty. She's like, let's have a little bit of fun and test the pH of the pool. No, get clean.
Yes, exactly.
No, I absolutely love that. And I'm guessing also your website has got some great tips and ideas as well.
So it's called Free Stuff on my website, nikkibush.com. Loads of science experiments to be done there.
I love it. Free stuff indeed. And education is free when it starts at home. Nikki, I'm not going to take these gloves off for the rest of the day. I feel like a mad scientist. Go and start exercising that brain, start creating a bit of excitement around science long before they get into school. In fact, you can do it in your own kitchen right at home, and it's so much fun.